Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. We are back on No Man's Land today. We got a couple things to get done. We're going to buy some new equipment. We're going to buy a mulcher so we can get all the stubble from the crops mulched up. That gives us like a 2.5% yield increase, so that should help us out. We also got some stuff to sell. I got some more planks to get loaded up on this trailer. Back there in the back, I got two trailers loaded up with lumber, so we'll get those sold and we'll get that new equipment bought. We're also going to buy a tree planter. We're going to start planting some trees again so that way we don't run out. So we're probably going to, what we'll do with that is we'll probably plant, because you can buy them in lots of 20, so I think we're going to, like every 6 months we'll plant 20 trees, something like that for now, and we'll go from there. But I think that's where we're at for now. I also added something cool. So when this situation arises, hopefully you guys get a kick out of that. We'll see though. But for now, let's get started. We'll run over here. We'll jump in our good old electric forklift. Get these other two pallets of planks loaded up. Spin back around. Let's grab this other pile. Okay, so we got all those loaded. We'll get this forklift put back away, get it turned off so we don't run the battery out. Jump on over here into our tractor. And let's head on down to the shop. So we got 10,000 units of planks, we got 1,000 units of furniture, and 2 pallets of eggs, 2,800 eggs. So we'll get these guys sold. We should make a decent little amount of money, not a whole lot, but probably about 10 or 15 grand. So after we get this trailer sold, or the stuff on this trailer sold, we'll bring this back. We'll get this trailer parked, and then we'll go grab the 2 trailers of lumber, and we'll get those sold. And then we will get our two new pieces of equipment bought, and we'll get to work. man, we made a little bit more than I thought. We made just over $18,000 off that truckload, or that trailer load. That was pretty good. I was definitely not expecting quite that much. So let's get this guy back to the home farm, and we'll move on to the next task. I also just downloaded this new mod where it changes the value on the land every day. So each land parcel, like on the base map here, each one's 85,000, but now with this new mod, each one's got a different price. So like field 25 here, or area 25 is 60 grand. Field 24 here, I think that says 90, 99, and each one's different. This one's 123. So it changes up the game a little bit there, instead of them all being $85,000 each. Now the prices fluctuate, and it probably also depends on, you know, what's on that piece of land. Obviously, if there's a bunch of trees, it's probably going to make it a little bit more valuable, because you can sell the trees. Chop down the trees to sell them. Okay, let's get this guy disconnected here. Oh man, there's another pallet of furniture we could have sold. But we'll save that for next trip. We're sitting pretty good on money right now. Other than these two pieces of equipment we're about to buy here in a little bit, we really don't have a whole lot we need to buy right now. We're in a pretty good spot. The next thing though I'd like to buy is a new combine, because obviously as we make some bigger fields here, we're going to start needing that soon. So that's definitely on the wish list. I think I'd also like to buy an automatic loading trailer for the round bales. That way we don't have to load those all by hand every time. That might actually be higher on the list than the combine now that I think about it a little bit, but we'll see how things go. There we go, we got our 2 truckloads of logs here loaded up. We should get about probably $20,000 or so off this. And then we still got a bunch more sitting here yet. Probably at least another 2 trailers worth sitting just here, maybe, just under. And then we got a bunch sitting up by the sawmill still that need to get sold. And like I said, we're going to buy that mulcher here in a little bit so we can get all this stubble knocked down, and that'll give us a 2.5% yield bonus. Gotta make sure we slow down for the turn, otherwise we will flip over. And even though you guys may like to see that, I do not. Okay, let's get these logs sold. First we'll get the ratchet straps undone. And we'll come over here, hit the sell button. Ooh, 23 grand, almost 24. That was more than I was anticipating. Lately the trailers of logs have been getting us about between 18 to 20. So I'll definitely take that little bit of extra. Now we definitely have plenty of money to buy those two things I want to buy. So we'll get these trailers back over to the lumber yard, and then we'll drive on back down and we'll buy these new pieces of equipment. Which, if you guys looked at the thumbnail, you probably have a good idea of what we're buying already. Oh, it definitely is time to do some farming here in a little bit. We're about to go buy some new equipment. We'll take these two trailers back down so we can get these so they're ready for these next couple logs when I decide to get them loaded up. Probably not during this episode, but this way at least they're down here and they're ready to go. Get this guy disconnected here. Okay, so while we're driving down, let's jump in here and we'll get this stuff purchased. That way it's ready there for us waiting. So the first thing we're going to buy is a mulcher. Like I said, this is going to help us knock down all the stubble that got left in the fields. It gives us a 2.5% yield increase. So I think the one we're going to buy is this one. At least that was my thought, or initial thought. It's 5.6 meters wide, 21,000, so not too bad. These other ones they're not that much wider. It's not really worth it. Plus, I believe this one will attach to the front of the tractor. So, in theory, you could do two things at once if you wanted to. But... so that one requires 130 horsepower. This here guy is about half a meter wider and requires 200 horsepower. I think we're good on both of those because yeah, this guy's got 374 on the big tractor. This one's 135, so that one's not towing either of them. So it doesn't really matter there. Oh, I guess we could tow that one, 130, yeah. Now I don't know which one I want, but, you know, well, actually before we buy that, let's check just to make sure there's nothing on sale here. Ooh, there is a baler. Oh, that's a square baler, though. Plus, I think we already bought a baler, so we don't need that. This combine would be nice, though, but that's quite a bit of money. Though it is 55% off. But anyway, let's for now let's just buy the things we need to buy. So we're just gonna buy this mulcher. So we got that, and then we also need to buy a tree planting machine. So we only got one choice on that. That's this here guy. So that's 26,000 for that. So we'll get that bought. And then we're also going to need some trees. I think they're in this category. Yep, I saw them there momentarily. I think this is our only option there. There is a mod where you can get a pallet of them with like 120, I think it's on the pallet. This here one's only got 20, which is pretty much perfect for us. We do want to change, I think we want pine. Yeah, we're gonna go with pine trees. So we're just gonna buy one of those for now. That should be plenty. And now we are down here at the store. So we'll get these guys hooked up. Yeah, this tree planting thing is pretty expensive, but it's a pretty neat little piece of equipment. Basically just digs a hole, pushes the dirt out around, it drops the tree down here in the middle, and then these guys here in the back close the hole back up, and you got a tree in the ground. We'll get those trees put up there. There we go for that. And then we should be able to get this guy hooked up to the front, so this way we only have to make one trip here. There we go. And now we can head on back to the farm. So the first thing we'll do once we get back is we will get these trees planted. There they are. Well, I'm glad they like the offering. So once we get these trees planted, it's going to take like 2 years in the game for them to grow. So it's going to take us quite a while until we can start harvesting them. But we still got a bunch of trees that we need to cut down anyway, so as we go, like I said, we're gonna start replanting trees like every 6 months. I think we'll go with for now. See how that works out. We may eventually go down to like every 3 months, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. As we get more stuff to do on the farm, we may not even need the trees as much. So, you know, we'll see where things take us here. We're going to be planting pine trees. They're just basic, nothing fancy. Yeah, we probably won't rent that fancy tree cutter for these, more than likely, because it's only going to be 20 at a time. So we can probably just do those by hand. But we'll see. You know, maybe by the time it's ready to harvest these, we'll have a couple $100,000, and then we'll just buy it. But we'll see where we're at. Okay, so I kind of got a little plan here of how I want to do this already. What we're gonna do is plant 2 rows of 10. So I already kind of put some marks down so we can keep these spread out. I think the machine, we can set the distance, but how often we want it to plant trees. So I'm gonna double check here in a second, but we want every like 10 meters. And then I also got some marks put on the ground already. So this is our first row, and then our second row is gonna be right here. Yeah, it's a pretty neat little machine. We'll get it going here in a second. First, let's see. Maybe we don't. Oh, I probably need to select the right machine. Maybe we don't have an option anymore. Maybe it's already preset to how far apart they are. I guess we don't have an option. Interesting. Well, I guess we'll see how far in the game I decide to put these apart, but there you go. So once we lower this thing, this part here in the front just digs up the soil, in theory, and then a little tree pops down in the middle, and then it gets covered back up. So let's get her lowered down, and there you guys see our first tree is already in the ground. There we go. And every once in a while here, it should put another one down. There we go. There's number 2. There's 3. Number 4. And one more right there. We go. So there we go. We got our first 10 put in the ground, and that gives us plenty of room. So pretty much we can expand that field we got down here now, so that we know where 10 is, because I think that's what we're going to do. We're just going to do rows of 10. So realistically, we can open this field up to almost all the way down to here. So that's going to give us quite a nice sized field back in here. Obviously, we want to still give ourselves a little bit of room around the trees, so we have room to operate machinery and whatnot, so we're not right on top of the field. But like I said, I'm pretty sure these guys got planted about 10 meters apart. We'll just double check here with our measuring tool real quick. Ooh. Yep, pretty much right at 10 meters. So that's good, because I already, like I said, I already pre-measured this little markings I put down. So I already know that we're 10 meters apart there. So there we go. We'll try and get these guys pretty close together here. That should be pretty close. And we'll get our steering lock so we're going in a straight line. And let's get the last couple of trees planted. Got our last couple trees here. And there we go, we got that done. And I'm just going to show you guys something else I added real quick, so let me know what you think about this. So from now on, when we crash, boom, oh god, we hit something. We got that.
Emotional, damn it!
Hopefully that played. No, you'll have to let me know. Anyway, so let's get this guy put away. Okay, let's get this guy disconnected. So now we can try out our new mulcher up here, see how this goes. Oh, sweet. I'm glad that worked. It took me a little while to figure out how to get that to do that. But I got it set up on a hotkey, so whenever I hit something, I can hit the old button. Oh yeah, there's going to be a lot of damage. So since we're already out here, I think we'll start mulching this field first. There we go. Like I said, all it does is basically just chops up the stubble here on the field. And this is going to add another 2.5% to our yield. What we'll probably have to do at some point is buy a second one of these. That way we can speed the process up a little bit. But for now, this should work out pretty well. Oh, and it also does the grass. That's kind of interesting. I wonder if that increases the fertilizer. We'll have to wait until we get spun around here and see. That's interesting. I did not know it would mulch our grass. But that might, like I said, that might increase the level of fertilizer on it, so that may be something we have to consider doing. Oh, nope, it just marks it as mulch. That's interesting. So it does not help the grass at all, so we won't have to worry about that. And then once we get this field all mulched up, we should be able to start planting some crops. I haven't fully decided what we're going to plant in each field yet, but we'll figure that out here in a little bit. And then I'm also trying to figure out how to do some modding on some of these tractors. So I'm just trying to, right now I'm just trying to learn how to put our logo on everything. Some stuff is easier than others from what I've learned so far. I haven't done a whole lot yet. You guys will see a little bit of what I do tomorrow if you tune in for the episode on the dairy farm. I was able to put one logo on one piece of the equipment so far. I tried doing a piece of the in-game, the one in-game tractor that I have in this map, but that turned out to be a little bit more difficult. The piece of equipment I did do was a piece of modded equipment, so it's already a mod, so it makes it a lot easier, because it just gets saved back into the same exact folder, whereas the in-game stuff is saved in a different folder, and that one's a little bit more tricky to get to. So still a little bit of a work in progress there, but yeah, for the most part though, we'll probably put the logos on like the doors or the sides of the hood, something like that, but or like on the side of like a trailer. It should turn out pretty neat, and I'm also going to try and get some flames on some tractors, because I know that is something that you would like to see. Yeah, plus I think the makers of the game don't really like when you mess with their stuff. Because like say like this tractor, this is an in-game tractor. If I was to do a mod on this one, I would have to create basically a second tractor in the game. So it would still have the base game tractor like we have right now, and then there would be a second tractor identical to this one listed as the mod, but with whatever design we put on it, obviously. So. Like I said, it's gonna take a little practice. Like I said, I just started messing with that stuff over the weekend, and I spent most of my time being frustrated about trying to get something to work, so didn't make it very far. Now you want flames on everything? Yeah, basically, like I said, you can change them, but it basically just creates a second one of whatever you change in the game. So it'll make the shop where we buy the equipment like twice as much junk in there. Are we harvesting barley? No, we're just knocking down the roots from the sorghum. I guess it could add some horsepower. Some of the stuff will be easier to put flames on than others. Like this tractor would be difficult because there's no real flat surfaces on this one. Whereas like our older tractor has a bunch of flat surfaces. And that's all I've tried to put stuff on so far is flat surfaces. I'm sure the curved surfaces take a little bit more effort. So maybe eventually I'll be a wizard at this stuff, but for now, we're just gonna do some basic stuff and see where we can get. Ooh, I don't like that. Unless I hit the wrong button. That would be pretty neat if there were just random horses walking around. I can get on board with that. Okay, I think what we're going to do here is we're going to hire a worker to finish this field for us real quick. Maybe we're not going to hire a worker. It looks like workers cannot be hired for this, so never mind. We are not going to hire a worker. We are going to finish this ourselves. Where's our survival bunker? I don't think we have a survival bunker yet. I guess we could call that barn up there that doesn't belong to us a survival bunker. That's not good. Man, my PlayStation just decided to die. Man, how am I supposed to watch TV while I do this if it turns itself off? Okay, we got the TV back on. The world is saved. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like it just randomly stopped playing. Spider-Man. I don't know what Spider-Man's gonna do. And we are almost done with this field finally. So once we get done with this, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch tractors here. We're going to put this implement onto the other tractor, and I'm going to get course play going so he can get some other... Whoa, we're all over the place there. Let's just redo this. We're going to get this hooked up to the other tractor. I'll get the course play going. That way we can get some other fields knocked out, and we can start doing some planting. That's what we really need to get done. Still not 100% sure what we're going to plant in this field, but we will get that figured out in a little bit. Hell yeah, planting's the best part. That's when the crops start to grow. We're not planting poison ivy though. And why don't you want me to just put in a rainbow too and a pot of gold? Have you seen the thumbnail for tomorrow's episode yet? The aliens left a crop circle. Kind of. And last pass. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't think they stole any of our cows in the other map, but I'll have to go check. Okay, so let's get this dropped over here. Hopefully we can disconnect it with it unfolded. Okay, that's good. We'll get this guy spun around, and then what we'll do here is we'll get our auto driver to drive over to the home farm real quick, and while he's doing that, we'll jump in this tractor, and we'll get our front loader detached, because we don't need that. And then let's get this guy hooked up. And then while we're here, we'll take a look at our sheep real quick, see how they're doing. So here we go, here are the sheep. Still doing pretty good. I think they are, how old are they now? They're 6 months old now. I think they got like 2 more months to go until they start being able to reproduce. Yeah, they gotta be 8 months old and then they'll start reproducing. So then we'll get some more sheep. I'm not sure how long it takes them to actually reproduce, how long that cycle takes, but we will find out in a couple more episodes. So this tractor is barely powerful enough for this guy, so we'll see how this works out. Hopefully it works, but we shall see what happens. And I think we can mulch this field. Maybe not. Maybe this field is not a field that needs to be mulched. It doesn't look like anything changed there. Oh yeah, it did a little bit. Okay, so let's see if we can get course play going here. Like I said, I don't know how well this is going to work. This tractor is a little on the low end of the power scale. We're just going to do up and down lanes though. I think that's what will work best. Yep. And then let's just hit go and we'll see how this works out here. Oh, it seems like he's doing okay. And it's marking it as mulch, so that's what counts. Okay, so we'll let him do that, and we will jump back on over here into our other tractor. Actually, we need to move this truck. We do need to move this truck, so we'll get our old truck moved out of the way, which I don't even know why we still have this thing, because I never use it. But it's probably not even worth selling. It's probably only worth like 500 bucks. So, not really worth selling. Should probably just park it out in a field somewhere and let it rust away. I wonder where Tornado's at. Give him some food though while we're here. He's probably hungry. See how our chickens are doing over here. I think they got plenty of food. I already sold 40 of them today. We got 800 bucks out of that. Only got a couple of eggs, so yeah, it looks like they're doing okay. Still got 3,800 liters of food. Okay, let's get our new planter hooked up that we haven't even used yet. This will be the first time. Okay, so we already got seed, we got fertilizer in this guy, so we should be ready to go here. We should have plenty of seed to get that first field done. At some point we'll have to get some more in here, but for now we should be fine. And I probably should check to see what we're even able to plant, because I have not looked at that yet. Let's see here, where's the schedule? So we can plant canola, barley, or wheat. The question is, what should we plant in this field? I think we'll go with wheat. Okay, so I think we're gonna go with wheat. We can always use that for chicken feed, and it also makes straw, so we can make more straw bales to sell. We already got 11,000 liters of that, and it's basically the same price as barley. Yeah, we're gonna go with wheat. And we'll just check here on the map, make sure we're planting. It looks like we are, yep. Got the green. Green is for growth. So it's in the first growing stage. And based on the map up here, it looks like our hired worker's doing okay back there, Andy. New planter's working out pretty good so far. It's nice because it does, as well as doing the seeds, it also fertilizes as it's going. So now we shouldn't have to come back in and do fertilizer. We'll have to do one more coat, just one coat of fertilizer. So, not too bad. Man, I didn't realize how big that hill is back there. That is quite steep. We will probably not be buying land in that direction. At least not anytime soon. Because we wouldn't be able to do anything with it. I would like to buy some more land though. We'll probably buy, I think it's that one we were looking at earlier, I think it's plot 25. It's the one right next to our main farm. That's probably going to be the next one we buy. We'll probably buy that one this winter once we get all our silage bales sold. Because we've already got, oh, I did the math the other day. I think it's like 98. Yeah, 98 silage bales already. And if we can get, the average price is like, if we can get $600 per bale, that's going to get us almost $60,000. Plus, we've still got at least one more mowing to go, so we should get another like 30 to 40 bales. So we're going to make some pretty good money off the silage bales this winter. Should definitely allow us to buy some nice stuff. Plus we've got our sawmill continuously going and the furniture factory. So we should be sitting pretty good come springtime. Man, those wolverines are everywhere. They haven't really been too bad lately, though. It's been a little bit better. Yeah, the store in the game buys pretty much everything. The only places that you can't take you can't continuously drop stuff off to are the production facilities. All of the actual production facilities have limits where they can only store like so much at a time. But we're not dealing with any of those on this map yet, so we don't have to worry about that. Pretty much everything we take to the farm shop gets exported to other places. Other farmers in need. Well, I guess I lied. I said we don't have any production facilities. We definitely have production facilities because we have the sawmill and the furniture factory. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But I'll show you guys that here once we get this field planted. I just actually downloaded a mod last week that now shows us what the actual cap is on those production buildings, so we know exactly how much we can put in, which is actually kind of nice to know, because before you were kind of just making it up as you went and just dropping stuff off until it was full. You can make like an educated guess, but now we know the exact quantity. Okay, is our other guy done? He is done. Okay, so let's hire a worker here real quick. Is he still going? Okay, looks like he's good. So let's jump over to our other tractor here. Let's get this course cleared. So we got this field all mulched up. So we can borrow against our future earnings and buy a mecha tree cutter. I guess in theory we could do that, except the local bank is not letting us take out any loans. So no, we can't really do that. It would be kind of nice to buy that thing though. That would make our lives a lot easier. And the banker just doesn't like us here. He's probably just jealous because we're so successful. Oh man, the Wolverines are back. So we got one more field here to harvest yet. This field should be ready next episode, so in October. This is a field of soybeans. It'll be our last harvest of the year. Once we get that harvested, we'll have to take that right to the sell point because we still got all three of our silos are pretty full right now. Or not necessarily full, but they've all got stuff in them. I think we got wheat, barley, and the sorghum. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to get your reference wrong. Okay, just wanted to make sure that this field is mulchable. So we'll get this guy set up. Just do a simple up and down. No need to get super fancy here. Oh, I should have updated that one setting, but that's okay. So we'll let the hired worker finish this last pass, and then we'll jump back in control, and we'll get that last section there in the middle done. The grass is getting close to ready. I didn't mow all of it earlier in the year, so we only did part of it. But I think it's got another month. I think next episode we should be ready to cut grass the one last time for this year. That way we can make the last of our silage bales, and that should get us close to like 130, 140 for the year, which we're gonna make pretty good profit off of that. I'm definitely excited for that. Should allow us to buy probably a new piece of land is probably the first thing we'll buy, and then also that bale trailer, which we might buy that sooner. I forget how much that trailer costs. We'll double check here in a moment. So I think bale, that's wrappers. We don't want that. We want this. So this is a trailer we want to buy. It's only 50 grand. A little bit cheaper than I thought it was more than that, so that's nice. And we got 43,000 right now, so we should be able to buy that relatively soon. Actually, probably next episode, once we get those soybeans sold. That should get us plenty of money for that. So we should be able to get this done in one more pass. And then we'll jump on over to that other field. And I think we'll plant barley in that one back there. And then I think that might be all the planting we do for the fall. Because oats are in the spring, soybeans are in the spring, and then we'll probably do another sorghum field. Or maybe we'll try something different. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so we'll get the crop type down here switched over to barley. Oh man, I got a tree hiding there. Where'd that come from? What? Man, look at that. We just found a hidden gem. I didn't know that was there. More trees. It's like Christmas. So probably once we harvest this crop next year, that's probably when we'll expand this field, because by then we'll have all those trees picked up. We'll have those last couple of trees cut down. We'll probably cut down some more of the trees, and then we'll expand this one down to close to where we planted those trees earlier. It should double, maybe triple the size of this field, so that'll be nice. Nope, the the zombies haven't got us yet. I've been on the lookout though. You never know when they're gonna start walking through the woods. Oh no!
Emotional, damn it!
Oh man, I think this strip is a little too wide. That's gonna suck. Train tracks? We don't have any train tracks either. No, it's only emotional damage when we hit stuff. I do really like that emotional damage thing though. That worked out pretty well. I might try and get some more things like that. Okay, last little section. It sucks that we got this mini strip left. This mini strip is
Emotional, damn it!
okay, so we got 2 fields planted now. So that should be all the planting we got to do this fall. So next episode we'll get those that soybean field harvested. We'll get fertilizer spread down on both those 2 fields we just planted. We may even, if we have enough fertilizer, we may just throw fertilizer on the other fields too. That way they're ready to go too. That way when we plant those, they're already doubled up. And then we'll be close to starting year 5. Okay, so let's get this guy put back in the shed over here. Oh man, we did not do a good job of backing up there. Oh, we hit something.
Emotional, damn it!
I didn't even hit that on purpose this time. That was completely on accident. Okay, so I think we're done with this guy for now. Let's run over here and see where our other tractor's at. So we got this field all mulched up, so this one's ready to go. Get this course plate cleared. We don't need that anymore. And then we'll get these last two fields mulched up here real quick, hopefully. Yeah, I'm a terrible driver. So since we're not plowing these fields anymore, we're going to have to get some herbicide this year also. We'll have to start spraying that. So we'll need to get a sprayer here in the next couple episodes. We'll probably wait till the spring though, because we won't need it right away. Especially with not planting all the fields until the spring. But it's definitely something we need to keep in mind. Because when we plow the fields every year, the weeds don't grow. But since we're not plowing the fields, the weeds are going to grow. So we'll have to make sure we take care of those. So we're almost done with this here field. Got one more path back down, and then just this last little section here. Didn't have this field quite divided up half the best. Then we got one more field to mulch yet, and then we'll be all done with that, and then we'll call it an end to this episode. And like I said, we'll be back tomorrow over on the dairy farm. We got 2 fields to harvest over there, 2 big fields, so it should be pretty entertaining. Won't want to miss that. Okay, so that field is complete. Now we just got one more field. I don't know how well this is going to go. It's like I said, this guy's a little light on the horsepower for this thing. So coming back up this hill, back in the other direction, might be a bit of a struggle. Hopefully we'll be okay, but we'll find out here in a second. I do like the way the texture looks after you mulch this stuff, though. I like that color. It looks pretty neat. Oh, looks like we're okay on the power here. I was a little concerned, but seem to make up that hill just fine. Okay, so there we go, guys. We got all of our fields mulched up. So now we'll get that 2.5% yield bonus on each of these fields. And they're all ready to go for planting come the spring. Like I said, we got one more field there to harvest yet next episode. That'll be next week. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you don't miss an episode. And we will see you guys all next episode. Thanks everyone for watching. And see you guys next time.